Dog the Bounty Hunter is a reality series that documents the experiences of Duane "Dog" Chapman. It also stars several members of his close family, who track down fugitives in the Hawaiian Islands. The show premiered in August 2004 and ran for 8 seasons, concluding in 2012, during which the show amassed a broad and loyal audience by drawing viewers into the exciting relationship of Chapman and his family and team, adrenaline-laced arrests, and the philosophy of second chances. Given its popularity, it doesn't come as a surprise that it also spawned 2 spin-off series, Dog and Beth on the Hunt and Dogs Most Wanted. Hailing from Denver, Colorado, USA, Duane Chapman is a bondsman and TV personality who became known as Dog the Bounty Hunter. He really made international headlines in 2003 after capturing Andrew Luster, the Max Factor heir who had been convicted of sexual assault. Duane grew up in a volatile household, riddled with abuse and drug consumption, which prompted him to join an outlaw motorcycle club and engage in criminal activities. Before becoming a TV personality and famous bounty hunter, in 1976, he was convicted of first-degree murder after participating in a drug deal gone south, resulting in the death of a man called Jerry Oliver. He served 18 months in Texas State Penitentiary and was subsequently released, later reflecting on this unpleasant experience, saying, "I shouldn't have gone. I shouldn't have been the person I was back then. A criminal record is something that follows you the rest of your life, no matter who you are or who you become. I'm not proud of it." Born into privilege and the presumptive heir to the multi-million-dollar business, Andrew Luster was first arrested in 2000 after a college student reported him to the police, accusing him of raping her in his home. Upon further investigation, the police established that Luster had been drugging women with the date rape drug GHB, sexually assaulting them and videotaping the assaults. After finding those gruesome tapes at his place, the police charged him on several counts, but he was released on $1 million bail. However, he failed to appear in court in January 2003, was subsequently convicted of the crimes in absentia, and sentenced to 124 years in prison. Given his celebrity status, he quickly became a main topic in the media, smearing his family's name and reputation. To avoid jail time, Andrew fled the U.S. and settled in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, under a false name. However, in June 2003, the situation took an unexpected turn of events after Duane and his team, consisting of his son Leland and associate Tim Chapman, captured Andrew. However, this capture and the fame that followed came at a high cost. Duane and his team were subsequently arrested by the Mexican police. While intending to transport Andrew to San Diego jail, the Mexican police pulled them over, and they were all jailed after Duane and his son raised suspicion of drug use. After Andrew's identity was confirmed, he was deported to California to face his sentence, while Duane and his team remained in the Mexican jail, denied bail. Duane's wife alerted the public and the media about their situation, prompting the Mexican police to release them on bail. The team fled the jurisdiction on their attorney's advice, thus becoming international bail jumpers. However, they were arrested by a U.S. Marshal and taken to jail on behalf of the Mexican government. Subsequently, they were charged with the deprivation of liberty, as bounty hunting is illegal in Mexico. All 3 were ordered to wear an electronic monitoring device around the ankle and were released on bail. However, it would take a couple of years to settle this legal problem for good. In 2007, the court in Puerto Vallarta dismissed all charges against Duane, Leland, and Tim Chapman after establishing that the statute of limitations had expired. After establishing himself as a bounty hunter, Duane was invited to appear on the Take This Job show, which features people with unusual or peculiar professions. His appearance and story prompted a production company to call him on a project, a spin-off about his experience capturing and hunting down Andrew Luster. After Duane and his team caught Andrew, the latter was jailed to complete his sentence. Duane then made an appearance in a 2003 episode of the TV crime series Dominic Dunn's Power, Privilege, and Justice, that examines the real-life cases of crimes committed by celebrities. After successfully grabbing the public's attention with his unique abilities and iconoclastic look, A&E partnered with Duane to launch the reality series centered around his bounty hunting job. Following the loss of his wife, Beth, to throat cancer in 2019, Duane learned that he suffered from a life-threatening condition. After experiencing a series of chest pains in September, he was admitted to a hospital. However, he wasn't satisfied with the hospital staff's attitude, so he turned to Mehmet Oz for help, saying, "I went to the hospital, and they were kind of rude, so I checked out. Then, Dr. Oz came to me and said, 'What are you doing? You're crazy. Come back.' So I did. You got to do what Dr. Oz says." After extensive tests, Duane was diagnosed with a pulmonary embolism, basically a blood clot in a blood vessel that travels over time to the lung artery, where it blocks blood flow. Duane received his diagnosis on the Dr. Oz show, who also shared his opinion and gave Duane some advice, disclosing, "You're a ticking time bomb. You're not going to be here with the heart the way it is right now. Fear of death is normal. I'm surprised you don't fear death when you're chasing after convicts. But when you run away from doctors, that means you have to do your own doctoring." The doctor further explained that Duane had been experiencing all signs and symptoms of heart attack and added that finally, after numerous efforts, we got the testing, proved what he had, now he's in treatment. In addition to his disease, the death of his wife Beth took a heavy toll on him, making him feel helpless and alone. Dr. Oz said, "Duane was fearful. Beth had been his North Star. She was the one that would go with him and keep him in balance so he could deal with these things. Losing her took away his biggest support." This is one of the reasons why Duane dwelt on asking for help, as he was also adamantly hesitant of doctors and hospitals, explaining, "I hesitated for a minute, thinking, I don't want to have to go through this again. I don't want to die right now. I'm not afraid to die anymore, but I really didn't care for a while if something would happen. I do care now." Pulmonary embolism isn't a curable condition, but is manageable with appropriate treatment. This meant that Duane had to change his unhealthy lifestyle, which included fast food and smoking cigarettes. The doctor revealed he's completely changed his life. He used to smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day, starting from when he was age 12. Duane is now actively taking blood thinners, and with an improved diet, he's ready to continue hunting bad guys and girls. One of the most shocking stories of 2021 was the brutal homicide of Gabby Petito, an American woman who was reportedly killed by her fiancé, Bree Landry. In July 2021, Gabby and Bree set off to travel by van across the U.S. and document it on YouTube. The trip was supposed to last 4 months. However, it ended sooner for Gabby, who disappeared in August. After her parents reported her missing, Bree returned from the trip, raising suspicion with his odd behavior. He drove her van to her parents' house in Northport, Florida, but refused to talk about her whereabouts. He immediately became a person of interest, and the police issued an arrest warrant as he'd used Gabby's debit card following her disappearance. Bree was last seen on 13 September, and on 17 September was reported missing. The case was well documented due to its peculiarity, and the couple's engagement on social media, which contributed to media interest. Gabby's remains were found on 19 September in Wyoming, revealing that she died by asphyxiation. Following the news of Bree's disappearance, Duane joined the hunt, saying, "Because I lost my daughter at about the same age, I know what the parents feel like. They want justification. They want the bad guy behind bars. All of it's alleged that he even committed the murder, but circumstantially, it looks like he did." He and his family also added $10,000 to the $170,000 reward for his capture. In October 2021, Duane was joined by an unnamed enforcement officer in conducting his search for Bree in Florida's Fort DeSoto Park, which he believed was his location. Duane said this would be and could be a perfect spot for him to hide. Not too many people out here, but there's a lot of environmental things that we're going to fight. Unfortunately, despite Duane's active engagement and several promising leads, such as the contradictory statements of Bree's sister and parents, he had to step down from the hunt due to an injury. He twisted his ankle in rugged terrain while searching and was forced to leave Florida and return to Colorado for treatment. Duane addressed the situation, saying that while he was seeking treatment, he had put together a talented team to continue the search. He disclosed that they had gone through over 3,500 calls regarding Bree's whereabouts during the week-long hunt, before he sustained his injury. Luckily for Duane and his fans, the injury wasn't serious, however, He was advised to refrain from physical activities and so halted his personal search for Bree. Despite Duane's promises and efforts to bring Bree to justice, the whole case ended with a rather unexpected twist of events. On 22 October 2021, Bree's skeletal remains were found at the Mabry Carlton Jr. Memorial Reserve and Maikahachi Creed Environmental Park. His identity was confirmed using dental records. According to official statements, his body was discovered in a very remote and generally impassable area of the park that had previously been underwater and infested with alligators and rattlesnakes. Police also found some of his items, such as his backpack and notebook. One of the police officers commented, "It's not like you're searching a house or a car. These areas are huge and they are covered by water." While initially, Bree's cause of death was undisclosed and unclear, the autopsy later revealed that he committed suicide. In 2021, Duane was supposed to launch a new series, Dog Unleashed. However, the project was canceled before it aired on the streaming service. The company that collaborated with Duane on the project reportedly sued him for breach of contract, disclosing controversial information regarding his behavior on the set, which included racist and homophobic epithets and outbursts. Additionally, he was accused of illegally using a taser gun during a shoot. He addressed the suit, denying the company's claims and accusations. Unfortunately, this wasn't the first time Duane landed in hot water due to inappropriate comments. In 2007, he was highly criticized after an audio tape became public, in which he referred to his son's girlfriend using racial slurs and the N-word. As a result, he nearly lost his contract with the production company A&E. However, it was later established that the situation was blown out of proportions, and he resumed the show. Despite his failed show, judging from his Instagram account, something is currently underway, as he often posts behind-the-scenes photos of a new and unknown project. According to media reports, in September 2021, he began working with the production house Think Factory on pitching a new series, which might document Duane's day-to-day activities, including his extensive hunt for Bree. We can only wait in anticipation. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.